A pleasant good evening to each and everyone in Georgetown, Guyana, the diaspora, and the world at large. We are sorry for the technical difficulties, but as I promise you, they cannot change the message. I do not know if it is a willfully act, but I won't blame nobody. Things happen because the devil got his friends. Fellow citizen of the free world. Today, thanks to Al Jazeera and many great news around the world, and with the cell phone, the war and the corrupt politicians cannot hide. We are seeing what is happening around the world. It is time for every citizen in every country to speak with one voice, regardless of your language. The man and woman as a politician who you put into power came out shaking your hand and taking picture with you, your baby, and even the old cripple. But when they get into position, they make laws that we suffer more than ever before. We have to understand, regardless of our language, or our culture, or our nationality, we are human beings. And there is nothing in this world can change it, regardless what we do or what we like. Friends, on behalf of all of us, I want to make this clear to everyone. Whether you speak a different language or not, we all are human beings, we have the same feelings. We have everything that we want to be good. A man wants a good wife, even though his mother might be cheating on his father and deceit the family. And vice versa. A woman the same. So who is there to point the finger to say who's better? But we are not here today about that. We are witnessing today in the world at large what's happening in Ukraine and in Israel and Africa, India, and many other countries around the world. And we ask one question. Personally, I ask, when will it ever stop? Enough is enough. And I want to congratulate South Africa, the students from the university who are protesting for human rights and saying Palestine must be free from the sea to whatever. And I want to make it clear, we are all human beings. We have seen that in the Vietnam War. We have seen that in many countries where students of the world, the leaders of the world, the new leaders, are protesting, and the police handcuff them. And the other side who support the criminal activity could get away with murder. They beat, fight, nobody arresting them. Which brings me back to the time of Jesus versus Barabbas. It was money the high priest paid to kill Jesus and save Barabbas, because Jesus had exposed all these hypocrites called themselves man of God and appointed by God as priests. We have seen it in the Islamic world. We have seen it in the Hindu society, Christian, friends all. Today, I'm appealing to you with one word, one language. You could interpret it because I don't speak much languages. We are all human beings, was created by the hands of the Almighty God and deceived by the devil, as they say, even though we never see none of them. We are temporary on this earth. We have never seen Allah, Bhagwan, or God, Jesus, or nobody else, no Muhammad, no Ram or Krishna, no Buddha. But we read, we hear. But I want you to know one thing. In the olden days, from Conaiza to the Pharaoh, to Alexander the Great, in Napoleon to now, nothing have changed much. Even though today civilization have taken apart from darkness to light, today we have a cell phone. We can see everything around the world in seconds. We have TV. We could look at movies and look at what we like because we are what we call civilized people. But many parts of the world still not civilized. When will we learn to respect each other? The only difference of all of us as human beings is nationality, culture, and wherever nation we came from. We cannot speak Arabic, Jewish language, Indian or Chinese if we are in this part of the world. But we try to associate. But when you see a man or a woman, the caring of love and affection does not have boundaries. It don't have languages. It have feelings. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to understand. I heard too many historians tell me, but the cradle of civilization begins in Africa. They also claim that Jesus was black, Muhammad was black, Moses was black, Abraham was black. Well, it was time to turn the effing light on. Everything black, you can't see one another. I'm sorry if I offend you. And this fly-by-night priest who telling you God speak to them, and they hear this and they hear that, and they want $100 for a 1 ounce bottle of holy water. Let me make it clear to all of you hypocrites. All the water in the world was religious and holy by the hands of God Almighty. Call him Allah, Bhagwan, God, or call it what you want. He was the one that created every grain of sand, every trees, every roses, every birds, every insect. So why the hell are you people are listening but a priest with a three-piece suit condemning the European as the white man from Africa to India and Havana black shoes, socks, suit, and preaching the word of Jesus when they kill him? Of course, he didn't die. If you read the scripture, and I'm going to give it to you. I am a man who traveled this world, 87 countries. And I will tell you right now, don't make nobody fool you. Whether you heard about Nebuchadnezzar, you heard about the Pharaoh, you heard about Alexander the Great, the Napoleon, you heard about the Oliver Cromwell of England, and you heard about many more in France who used to cut on the king's head. You got to understand this world is continue going. It's time for we to stop this nonsense. We are only divided by culture and religion around the world. Every woman wants a good husband, even though her father might be a whoremonger, a thief, or a murderer, or a hitman, like what happened in Georgetown, Guyana, for governments, for a few dollars. And I said Guyana because I'm from there. I'm not going to talk about other country, okay? Because I believe taking the lumber out of my eyes before I take the dust out of my neighbor's eyes, right? We have seen that Venezuela also claiming 60% of Guyana. Maybe Brazil could claim Venezuela, or Chile, and Chile can claim Peru, and Guatemala could claim, and Mexico and Guatemala could claim the United States of America, because according to historical event, Christopher Columbus, which is Columbus, discovered at the first place he arrived was a place called Hispaniola, which is Dominican Republic. Until the French arrived and divide the place and bring the black slave from Benin, Africa, put them there, and Spanish, and divide the people island. There was a nation there before. But I never hear the black historian talk about the Arawak Indian and all the Apaches and others who were there. I don't hear about it. All I heard about, we were slaves. Well, my black brothers and sisters, nothing to be offended you. I got your blood in me. I got Indian blood in me. Cheap labor and slavery. So I have to break the ice in the middle. If the Bible spoke about slave, and the prophet of God, Bhagwan or Allah, was slave, who the hell are you to condemn one another? Tell me. I want to know. And if Africa is the cradle of civilization, that is all black people, right? Then why you lost it? Then I now see the reason why the Lord had to say, let it be light. Or maybe you were too black, he couldn't see you. Be careful of what you say out of this mouth of yours. Because I don't believe in a black man, a white man, a yellow man, a purple man, or a rainbow coalition unless you are a gay. And I don't mean happy in English language. And I won't say forgot because when you get old, many people forget. Okay? But that's your personal life. But a friend of mine once says from Jamaica, George, I love you. And I said to him, why you love me? He said, Jesus said, love your fellow man. So you women in Jamaica, the Caribbean, and elsewhere, be careful. Because if he is the next messenger and say, love my fellow man, well, I don't like it long, I like it wrong. It's just a joke, okay? But I hope you'll get the understanding. So, and then he turned back and said, George, Karaya, what? You forgot. You're a faggot. But he can't speak good English coming from Jamaica because his mother is a black maroon from Ghana and his father is an Indian or South India. So when he said forgot, I want him to know according to my age, I have a right to forget. But he said, forgot. But forgot, he can't speak good English. Well, ladies and gentlemen, put all the joke and fun aside. He's my good friend. You know, I want you to understand clearly today. Then I got others who can understand the meaning of them living in the face of this world. Today, we must unite to make this world a better place. Whether you're an Indian from India, Africa, China, or Europe, we all came from the four corners, east, west, north, and south. If the European did not enter India, China, Africa, where would we have been today? And if you, the black race, are claiming that you are the creation of the world with Abraham, and you are saying that Africa is the cradle of civilization, I wouldn't blame you. Now I see why many black men want 6 and 7 wives. Because Abraham said, his wife Sarah said, Abraham, since I can't get you a child, I want to go to bed with your slave. Well, my dear God, if Abraham is our father of civilization and the cradle, why a wife will tell her husband to go to bed with a slave who's a servant? Then she entertained prostitution, illegal activity. I don't believe in that. Okay? And I would say that God have to forgive me from error. Abraham was a blasted rapist. Tell them I tell you that. Because no bloody woman in her right sense will tell no husband of hers to go to bed with a blasted servant. None. Ask them. So therefore, I want you to know, the billionaire and millionaire, if you have a wife and she wants a servant, she can't cook, she can't clean, she can't take care of you, then she is not your wife. If your servant know what you eat, what you drink, how your clothes clean, how your bed spread, and what you want, then take your servant in your wife's place and put your wife out. Because the woman's supposed to know something. Not just lay down on her bed and open up her foot like a fork. Friend, I want you to understand clearly. All this saying in life, I don't believe in it. I've been to 87 countries. And many islands, I don't count it. I have seen it all. I have seen it all. A woman wants a very good husband, but your father was a whoremonger. A man wants a very good wife, but his mother cheat with somebody. So therefore we have to work together to bridge this gap. Think of it. Take George Korea. I have a daughter, Sophie Johnson. I wish if she died right now, you might think that I am wrong. I wish if this bitch dropped dead now. She's a liar, beautiful, she have nothing to gain but defending her husband who according to me, is alleged murder his own mother to get insurance money and set her up to set her brother. I am telling you here today, because I see things. When I told my ex-wife, get out of Vancouver, Washington, your children will be charged for a crime don't belong to them. She said, okay, Nostradamus, when it happened, I'll believe in you. This bitch should have known about me from the court when she divorced me. What happened in the court when the black judge said to me, she will send me to jail for 1 month. And when I come out, I'm giving you my story. I swear to Allah, God, Bhagwan, I'm not lying. She will send me for another month. I said, who give you the power? She grabbed the U.S. flag, a black woman, dressed like an African, in America, New York, 161 courthouse, 6th or 7th floor, if I remember right. Okay? She said this flag. I remember the episode with George Korea versus the woman who they call, who they put there to decide the future, which is what I call a psychiatrist, because they believe I was mad. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you my own story. I don't care about people. I went to Manhattan looking around the building, in front of the UN building. Guyana have an embassy next door. And I couldn't find it because it was summer, 1994. 24th of May, I was put out of my house because I'm very vocal when wrong things happen. Okay? And 1996, I went to the psychiatrist and she asked me a few questions. And this was what it is. She happens to be a Jewish young woman, a woman from Poland. This is what conspired. I swear to God, Allah, Jah or God. If I lie, let me drop dead right now. The woman, I couldn't find the place because opposite the UN building, a lot of iron bars around as a fence. I asked a police officer, how could I find so-and-so? He said, walk around here, go around here. I'm not Christopher Columbus. I would not end up in Dominican Republic. Then I see a postwoman, and she showed me. And when I stand before the area, she tell me, it was summer, all the tree leaves was blooming. I heard a voice says, are you looking for someone? I say, yes. Who? I give the name. A gate opened in front of me. I went in. It was a black brother from the West Indies, Jamaica. He was looking at 90 or 20 or maybe 80 cameras. And he said, he called the woman. And this was her exact word. I was here waiting on him. He late 15 minutes. But send him up. He said, brother, take the elevator to the 7th or 6th floor if I remember right. And just at the elevator opening, show me which elevator to use. And there are 3 or 4. If I remember right, please. When I get onto the floor, there was a big, fat woman, but I was a woman. And she said, are you George Korea? I said, yes. She said, you are late 15 minutes. I replied, I didn't know you were living in a prison. I would have come 3 hours early. She called me in. She said, have a seat. She had a black sofa, white sofa, brown sofa. Ladies and gentlemen, I said to her, sorry, madam, I am not black like that. I'm not white like that. I'm not brown like that because I'm a mixed race. She said, well, then you could sit next to me. I said, no, I will sit on the chair next to you. And we start to speak. She said, your wife was here with two of your children, your daughter, Sophia, and she was speaking non-stop. I said, thank you for telling me. And we go on with the conversation about myself. Because they sent me to see the court ordered me, 161 courthouse in the Bronx, sent me to see a psychiatrist. But you know what's amazing? Every day you live, you learn something new, ladies and gentlemen. I'm born this way. I'm not here to hate people. I'm telling my story today in this conversation. So you will know who I am. I will shoot my son, my brother, my daughter, even my grandchildren if they commit a crime against you. But are you prepared to kill yours for me? That's what I want you to understand. I don't take sides. I got black race in me, Indian, and many other race in me. Sometimes I wonder to look, my great-grandmother was raped and there was whores. But we will leave it there for now. But I'm here. May they rest in peace. But here I am today. And I want you to understand this clearly. Life gives you many chances. And if you believe that you're black, you're white, you're brown, and you're yellow, that's your personal problem. And then you will have a problem. But if you believe that you were created by the Almighty God, then you're talking to me. But if you are segregated, I can't help you. I'm sorry. So let me tell you my story, because before I throw the dust to my brother's eyes, I want to give you the lumber first. I'm not ordinary. I don't thief. I don't prostitute. I condemn liquor store. I condemn whorehouse in Guyana and around the world. And I will do anything necessary to make it possible that it must never happen again. Because needs is a funny thing. But you and I learn about God Almighty and Lucifer the devil. And I heard this from the Christian priests and the Bible. Vengeance is the Lord, said the Lord, and leave it to him. That's all right. But when the Lord had a problem with Lucifer, he threw him out of heaven with his falling angel on earth. Any one of you, preachers, imam or pandit, see? No. You see me, or I see you. Hypocrites. Stop lying. Some of you already told people, but holy water. What make the water holy? God make it. It was holy from the time he make it, you bastards. So why are you lying to people? And many of you priests turn back and tell people, the Lord speak to you with a three-piece suit, a black shoes, a socks, perfume, and, excuse my language, and having sex with your congregation. You bastards, hypocrites. And you all want me to believe in you? Listen to me. God is God, Lucifer is Lucifer. And if God could throw Lucifer and his fallen angels out of heaven onto hell, now that we don't see God, we don't know Lucifer, we only talk about these two people. And you and I are only temporary and there for millions and trillions of years if the world exists. Why don't we try to bridge the gap and unite and live together regardless of our languages and culture, race or color of skin, and prove to the devil and God that we can make a difference? Why? But there's a subrogation. We heard the black race claim we were slaves. The white man slaved us, but they forgot If Africa is the cradle of civilization, then it begins there. Because that is where all the prophet was slaves. Egypt is an African continent. Libya, Israel, where's Israel? All the way on another side. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being brainwashed. We were being treated to hate each other. And regardless of what, segregation, so some jackass in the middle can inherit what is right, even though they're going to suffer. Today, I want you all to understand. There is no such thing as a white man, a black man, a brown man, and a yellow man. We are man created by the Almighty God. We are only here temporary. God and Lucifer is forever and ever. Amen. Then, when you look upon it carefully, Jesus was a peacemaker, a lover, a carer. Muhammad was a good man, but he ended up in a war where a spider saved his life through a cave. Moses, with these outcasts called themselves Israelites, he threw the commandment in their face, and this is his word. If you cannot live by the law, you must die with the law. But they're good and bad in the Jews, the Indian, the blacks, and whatever you want to call it, the Chinese. But I congratulate the Chinese. See no evil, hear no speak none. Could it mean they see the Indian as evil, the black, the European, so they won't speak, don't want to hear about you? Come on, friends. As I remember, China happens to be a communist country where people only work for the state. But then I was made to understand, according to the cell phone, Google and others, over 500 millionaires, over 1 point something million people. And in the capitalist country, imperialist, where God exists, we barely have a few. For you, my black brothers and sisters, who are living in Europe and America, singing and dancing and making millions in your music. You blow saxophone, you play guitar, you beat drums, and you fly plane and helicopter, beautiful houses and swimming pool. I still didn't see no black people, and I said it, forgive me, I still did not unto this day see a black woman or man who have all this money adopt a white child, a Chinese child, even a black one. Why? But even though you condemn the European as a white race, they adopt, and I could name people, but I wouldn't do it on this program. They adopt Philippine, Chinese, Indian, and black. Does that tell you something? Some of us talk about the slave trade, but we have men playing basketball, baseball, making trillions and billions, and a track boot for 1,500, 2,000, or 1,000 cannot sell in Harlem, cannot sell in Louisiana, and many other places where black people share living for at least $20. But the European that you condemn have it for $3 and $4, the most $7. Something not right here. Well, as for you, the Indians of India, may God have mercy upon you. You are vindictive, covetous, spiteful, jealousful, and very corrupt and ungrateful. I'm not saying you don't have genuine among you, but guess what? From 1 to 10, 2 might be all right, but we got to talk about the 8. When will y'all wake up to reality and civilization? Do you ever see a rich Indian take his wealth to the graveyard? King Alexander, when he died, he told his people, put his 2 hands through the fan they could see, and his foot, and let us see through his grave. his casket or whatever thing he called coffin, have nothing. You do not take nothing with you, but there's just flesh. Like when you kill a chicken, a cow, a pig, a sheep, a goat, a duck, a turkey, or a fish to eat. Friends, think of it. Think of it. You hypocrites. So I'm calling on the international community to unite and let's stop all war in Africa, India, Ukraine, Israel, and all over from Latin America to South America, Guyana to the Caribbean, and every black people who's out of Africa. Stop talking slave trade. If not, give up everything you got and go back to Africa. You are the inheritance of what happened. The white man did not kidnap you. It was your ancestor who sold you to them. Like the Indian who come with half a bit, 2 bit, fardin, shilling, and pound from India. That changed the world. Let's get off of this nonsense and think about present civilization. Every black woman and man, Indian, Chinese, and other, deserve to be respected and work together to make this world a better place. Stop voting for these corrupt politicians. In America, we are living. The donkey happens to be, the jackass or the donkey, whatever you want to phrase it, is the Democratic Party. And the elephant is an animal that always remember where it came from. So before it die, according to the historian, it go back to the place where it came from. But a jackass will always be a jackass. They're never satisfied. But at the same time, there's good and bad amongst everything. Human being, animal. Now, if you do good to an animal, they don't forget it. And if you do good to a human, they don't forget it. But you Indian race, vindictive, presumptuous, corrupt to the core, very jealousful, spiteful, and very effing ungrateful. You may not like what I'm telling you, but I don't care one shit. Take Guyana, Trinidad, and wherever you came to. The way you fight your own, kill your mother, your father. You go to the voodoo man, which is Obia, in common word, to destroy them. You do everything to occupy your wealth, and you're dead and gone, or you're crippled before you're dead. Is that worth it? You may not like what I'm saying. But let me deal with Guyana. We had the PNC, a black leader, Lyndon Sampson Falls Bonham, LFSB, a lion son of a fucking bitch. And Judas the Carriot as Teddy Jagan. Y'all may not like what I'm saying. But let me be honest with y'all. Every person you all deny their rights and kill, whether black or brown or yellow, your grandchildren will answer that for fucking fuck. And I say fucking. It's not a bad word from here. That Chinese man had a supermarket next to Parliament building on the left-hand side on High Street, not Water Street. In the name fucking supermarket. I win a case like that with Miss Norma Jackman, a black judge, a magistrate, whatever you want to call her, okay? And no crime that was committed against an innocent man or woman, whether you're black, brown, yellow, purple, or rainbow, shall go unpaid. The generations that suffer. Under the PNC with Burnham was not easy for Amerindian and all other race. And black people, y'all believe y'all had everything. I'm not lying. I got your blood in me. But not all of you. And when y'all do this wrong to the Amerindian, Burnham take away the Amerindian rights to the land. And y'all are talking about white man bring you from Africa, you effing hypocrites. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Every Guyanese in Guyana should have a piece of land, a nice house, and living on the wealth of the country. I see Imran Ali, the president as they call him, He in soup kitchen cooking. He riding bicycle because he heard George Correa talk about an Arab nation that a man walked behind his people and be loved. Don't make that fool, y'all. I am not against the man, but every crime that was committed against innocent people, you're going to answer it yet. Some people say, this, as Jesus said, not them, the generation, the children should answer the call. I don't believe in that. That innocent children have nothing to do. That is why in some countries they annihilate some family who do them wrong. Ayatollah Khomeini killed hundreds of thousands of them. Judges, magistrates, policemen, and their family for supporting the Shah of Iran. Things I don't know. Okay? Another country I will not use the name in Africa because they were benefiting from the corruption. But the children were innocent. But guess what? They were nursed and bred upon the corruption. So, it is wrong according to me. But according to those leaders, it was right, so I would not question that. Okay? You know why? If the Bible is truth and the Quran, I don't know about the Torah because too much a Hindu God. Some of them women who they call themselves Devta, dress better than present day women of India. All that bullshit I don't follow. Respect me, I respect you. You hit me, I'm going to hit your ass back. You kill my family, I'm going to kill yours. I want that to know to Barak you, Mr. Ali, Mr. Norton, and all who hurt us. Ibn Shamin Mohammed, my son and others, we went through it, just wait on time. Y'all better repent and speak the truth. Because when that time comes, my God, forgive me. Y'all will not like it. I'm warning you, Shami Mohammed, Horseman, Nagamutu, Ramjatan, look at me, you might kill me. But who's behind me will wipe your generation them off this earth. If y'all don't know what you're playing with. We don't thief, we don't sell drugs, we don't want what people got. We are very forgiving. Right, Manzoor? Tell those effing bastards who I am. I don't want money. I don't want nothing. I will shoot my own children if they are wrong. My own mother, my brother. I believe in that. If Allah, Bhagwan, and God believe in justice, here I am. I'm not Jesus, Muhammad, or Musa. I'm a straightforward man. All right? So for all you black police, magistrate and judge that done us wrong, you better go to the UN building at the US and report who tell you to do it. Ramjatan and Nagamutu have to answer. If they die tomorrow, the children will answer the call. Isn't that what Jesus said? The generation will answer the call. Am I right or wrong? If you condemn me, then you condemn the teaching of the Messiah or the God. Why you think, Ramjatan? You bloody bastard and Nagamutu. Y'all don't know what you interfere in. Right, Manzoor? Tell them. I was with all of you to free Guyana. And I congratulate Desmond Hoyt. May he rest in peace. Washington Rabbi was banned from Guyana, from entering Guyana by Mr. Hoyt. And Dr. Jagan Judas the Carrot cleared it and bring him back to Guyana's Church of Israel. Because Burnham and Jagan are together. And Washington Rabbi people was the one who they helped beating and doing the wrong things to people who oppose Burnham and Jagan. All right? So Joey, nothing personal. And Bharat, according to information is alleged that is Jagan's son. Let it be known to you, I'm not your enemy. But whatever you can do, look at my fingers. 8 fingers, 2 thumbs. The United States of America is your president. You're only an effing overseer. Unless you're going to run to Russia, and I don't think you will meet there in time. Okay? We are defender of the United States policy, equality, human rights. So be careful, Mr. Barajak. I have nothing against you, my brother. Peace. I swear by God's grace. But every crime that was committed to me and my family, the PPP in government will answer as much as APNU or the PNC. Can we never get justice? We are willing to sign. If we lie on you, kill us, take everything we got. If we touch you, sign, take everything we got and kill us. You know why? Because we are clean. If it was not for the Guyana would have never have independence. And the black people that kill every Colio. Today, you Indian bastards are living in America. You even turn a place in Queens as Little Guyana, you hypocrites. Y'all don't understand what you're doing? The black people live in Brooklyn. Why did they turn a place Little Guyana? You Indians, a pack of human civilization, y'all are behind times. But I forgive you. Do you all know what you're starting? Ramzatan, Nagamutu, the judges and magistrates that offend us. You better go down on your knee and beg pardon and talk the truth. Now let me tell you something, you might kill me. You might kill my son. And I want this to be clear. We'll wipe your whole fucking generation off the earth. We have names, from the police to the judge to the magistrate. We are not lying to you. We don't thief, we don't sell drugs, we don't get involved, we help everybody. Now we have black blood in us, Indian, Amerindian, Portuguese, and Chinese. Maybe my great-grandmothers was whores, or maybe they were raped, or my grandfathers, I don't know. But I'm here. So I want you all to understand that clear. We won't take it. And you black people, stop condemning white people and go back to fucking Africa. Indian people don't talk race and slavery, that they are so fucking corrupt. A snake will run from them. But they're good and bad in every race, every nation. And I'm coming to Guyana. And I want you to know, America gets what America wants. And according to the Monroe Doctrine, and according to whatever was signed after World War II, y'all are only overseer, they control this whole hemisphere. From the Falkland all the way to the United States to Alaska, close to Russia. Right, Barajagdia? So I don't know how far y'all going. And if you kill me, Bharat, or Imran, or Norton, I'll wake up in the fucking bedroom with you and your wife. You wouldn't like it, boy. When you think it's you doing the fucking will be me. Okay? Take it off, you like it. I don't care one fuck at this moment. I don't thief, we give. We don't want what you got. But don't fuck with us, we won't fuck with you. Because I got your blood in me. Alright? So get that clear. How could a man marry a woman and later divorce her or throw her out and say you have nothing to do with her? How could that be? Right, Vashni? Tell the world the truth. Were you just put there to save a covered continent? Or were you paid to just lie? God will answer you, Vashni. If you lie, your body parts will rotten as you're alive. I, George Correa, tell you that. Look at me. I have no fear. If y'all kill me, I might be the man you never had, Vashni, in spirit. Right, Bharat? I don't care one fuck. And I don't mean it bad. Fuck is not a bad language, okay? So y'all get this clear. And if y'all fuck with people, we could join Brazil and Venezuela and take the whole country. Where y'all going? Idi Amin drove 900 or something thousand Indians out of Uganda. Mr. Mugabe throw every white man out of Farmer Rhodesia. So you mean for tell me we cannot throw out 400 something thousand Indians out of Guyana? Or blacks? Let's all fucking act together. Be careful what y'all are doing. And for every police officer, a criminal dressed in uniform killing people, I hope you know your whole family can be wiped out and you will be the only one to sit down to cry night and day. Don't fuck with us. It's not a threat. We are the servant of the United States of America, a land that believes in democracy and human rights, even though right now we are slipping up with Israel and Palestine. But nevertheless, after the Monroe Doctrine, read your history. All right? Putin in Russia won't come to your fucking help. All right? Mugabe and they won't come to your help, and I congratulate South Africa for what they're doing. And let it be known to Shamin Mohammed, Horseman, Ramzatan Nagamutu, the corrupt judges and magistrates. All your name is in a certain place. Where y'all going? Even the East Coast, when I pardoned that stupid half-breed black woman from going to jail for collecting money under false pretense, you and your sons and your daughter use a police force to fuck with us. Y'all better be careful that we are very forgiving it, because it would be a fucking day Guyana will turn dark. Trust me. That's not racist. You fucking hurt me. What you want me to say? Huh? If we thief, kill us. If we lie to you, kill us. Niggers and Indian, and niggers are not black people. Sorry. Think of it. Or Chinese or Portuguese. If we lie, kill us. If we thief, kill us, take everything we got. But if so be the fucking case, commit suicide. But we won't kill y'all, you know. Y'all gonna kill yourself, or the curse of God will be for y'all generation. Believe what I'm telling y'all here today. I am very sorry. I've been to 87 countries. We are servant of the United States military. We won't stop. All right? And Guyana is not for Africa and India, China and Portugal. It's for the Amerindian and the mixed race. And the mixed race can't go to India. Because Nudi just said, the Prime Minister of India, is a Hindu country. And Africa won't accept a mixed race. Okay? Because they got problem with neighboring country in Africa, even though they're free. And the white man is not there, so who they're blaming now? Friends, stop this nonsense and unite as human beings created by the hands of God. And let's work together and make this world a better place until we demise. God and Lucifer will be forever and ever. You and I might get 70 to 90 and 105 years or 10 or whatever. That's the longest. Since you're born and grow, trillions of years will pass. The two people name will exist. Lucifer, God. Muhammad will only be a prophet, he there too. And Jesus will say gone to heaven. We don't know yet. We gotta wait if he come back. But on the other hand, you and I only temporary. God and the devil and Lucifer will be forever and ever. Y'all understand that? I hope y'all understand that. Treat your wife with respect. Treat your husband as a woman with respect. But if there's undesirable, and let me make this clear, you women, if your husband talking to another woman, y'all get offended. How do you know he didn't grow up with a person? Just a normal friend. And you men, when your wife talk to a man, you get offended. How do you know they didn't grow up with them? Not because they talk to a man or a woman must be a problem between both sides. They might go to school, meet people. You must talk. So you try to throw, like you say, you laugh, you're jealous. It's a piece of shit both sides. Stop this nonsense. Let's unite and make this world a better place. For the time we got, it's nothing but black, white, brown, yellow, and purple. Unless you're rainbow and you're a faggot or a lesbian. I'm sorry, I have nothing against the people. Okay? Because I have a very good friend from Jamaica. He keep on talking shit to me. I tell him I don't like it long, I like it wrong. And he get mad. Then I got another one. Always argue with me when I talk. But ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of you and I, if I'm disrespectful, I apologize. But let's wake up to a better world. Our grandchildren and children in the future is the beacon of the world. Stop the fighting. And I have nothing against the PPP government because Cooley love development even though they're corrupt. Every $1 million spent, $500,000 might go somewhere else, but the job is being done. But when the black man rule a country, everything went to the darkness and the money in the Swiss bank. Have a good day, and may God be with all of you. Peace be unto you. I have nothing against you. I'm a human like you. I have nothing against white, black, brown, Amerindian, or anything. But for you, the black people, stop talking about slavery. That everybody was a slave. Every nation was a slave, sometime or the other. But who is inheriting the benefit? Black soccer players, musicians, actors, actresses, like Indians out of Africa and India or China. Think of it. This world got 8.3 billion people. Let's make it a paradise and stop this negative bullshit. All men have the same body parts and all women have the same body parts. And to make a joke about it, women says men have two heads, one here, one below. But women forget they have two mouths, one this way and one long way. So what the hell are we fighting? It's only languages, friend. Let's unite and make God's place better so we can live together as one through the name of the Almighty God, Bhagwan or Allah. Have a good day and peace be unto all you. Nothing personal. But before I go, I must say one thing. The PPP invest, even though a lot of corruption, but they invest better than the black people at the bottom government. Height was a good man. Peace. Y'all have a good day. Okay? Thank you. How many minutes more I got?
Good.
No, I finished. Don't run walk. Okay, look.